get to see these young guys pull off some amazing plays in this game every year.
And now the opening lineup for Team World. They've got Wagner, and it's Livingston in at the point guard position.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fame.
Sinks the triple.
And some players in the Rising Stars Challenge aren't especially well-known yet. But this young man is someone we've already become very familiar with.
It has not taken him long to really establish himself in the league. I mean, he's been logging a ton of minutes.
And it's Team World with the ball. It's a three-point game. Buckets. He's covered by Livingston. And it's denied. And so it looks like it's still USA's ball. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Bangs home the trifecta. Buckets got 6 points. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Weekend. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
Now here's Barnes. Passes to Buckets. From downtown, another three for USA.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
And now the first time out called here for Team World. You brought up the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Basket good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line.
First team foul.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for USA.
They definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Livingston passes to Wagner. And Barnes comes to help. Wagner kicks to Livingston. Pass to Şengün. Here's Giddey. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now USA with it. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Buckets. That's in. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Team World trails by 11. Pass to Watford. Baseline J on the way. Again, Team World good for 2.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
The shot's good from Buckets.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
I'll tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
No good from Buckets.
And I'm not sure he realizes there are 4 other guys on the floor with him. Trying to make this a one-man show.
Yeah, he's got a little black hole going on there. If he gets it, then he's not giving it up to anybody else, and that's really not what this game is about.
Fires from deep, and the 3-ball is good. Buckets got 23.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
And it's Buckets with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
And USA making a change here. Gooden's checked in. The pass to Perez. And he dunks it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Team World trails by 15. Giddey the pass to Perez. Duarte shot good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Buckets. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. USA shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw good from Buckets. Clark, we know injury prevention is a huge aspect for teams, and it seems like training staffs hold a lot more weight than they did in the past.
I think you're exactly right, Kevin. No doubt about it, and for good reason. I mean, the medical staffs include doctors and trainers and physiotherapists and the like, and they really have enhanced what goes into preparing players for their seasons throughout their careers, and it's become more precise, it's better. Yet there are still going to be injuries, but the treatment and care players get now, I think, is platinum level across the league.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half, quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
A 3-ball.
Remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Offensive rebound. Erickson can't hit from in close. Team World trails by 13. We've got 1:48 left in the first. Here's Duarte. Again, Team World good for 2.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Here's Buckets. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Buckets got 31.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
To the right side. Passes it to Giddey. Here's Primo. And Team World, another 3.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Buckets. Another 3 for USA.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Offline from the top of the key.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
That's tipped. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Giddey. Here's Buckets. Can't drop the tough 3-pointer. Out to the right wing. 1 second left. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. Team World shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First free throw is good. So it's...
Into the lineup
The officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Now here's Livingston to the inside. Wagner off on the layup.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
So Team World's 5 right now. They've got Wagner and it's Şengün in at the center. And here's Livingston after the three-pointer from Buckets. Şengün passes to Livingston. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Cunningham. Good work there as it goes. Cunningham's got 11.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Watford. Back to Livingston. From deep. Mobley with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And it's Team World with the ball. Following the bucket by USA. Pocket 6. They need this. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, that's not been a typical possession for them in this first half. For the most part, they've been pretty smart with the ball.
Perez, he's checked in for Team World. Back to Livingston. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by USA. Mobley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Buckets. The tray. Another three for USA.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Now here's Livingston. He's guarded closely. And the pass to Orte. Good D by Barnes. So it's USA now. Here's Buckets. Off target with his 3. On offense, here's Team World. To the paint, here's Watford. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got 5 assists tonight. Buckets. He's covered by Livingston. Buries it from three-point range. 46 points for Buckets.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Duarte passes to Livingston. Puts it up from 12. It's hauled in by USA. Buckets got 4 rebounds now tonight. From the arc. Traps in the tray. Buckets got 49 points in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Passes it to Şengün. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Duarte. The offensive rebound. Here's Watford. And another shot. That's tipped. Now here's Mobley. 5 points in the game. Here's Buckets. Another 3 for USA.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And it's USA enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained. Welcome back as we get a glimpse of the future here at the Rising Stars Challenge.
and it has been a fantastic game up to this point.
It certainly has. I mean, we know these young fellas can play, and they are putting on a show.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for USA, they've got buckets. Ellis is out there with Mobley. Then it's Barnes, and it's Cunningham in at the 2-guard.
And for this young man, this game is serving as kind of a coming out party, if you will. A lot of fans haven't seen him that often during the regular season.
And that's one of the neat things about the Rising Stars Challenge. It's a way for some talented young players to get their first taste of the national spotlight.
Now, here's Wagner, covered by Barnes. Here's Buckets, and they pick up 2. Buckets got 54 points.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
Over to the wing. Back to Livingston. Pass to Giddey. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Buckets. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. For USA, they've made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. That free throw good from Buckets.
Taking 2 shots. Substitution.
Both free throws good from Buckets. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Now here's Livingston. Defense is right there. Wagner with it. Back to Livingston. Three-pointer on the way. Drills it from outside. Livingston's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Team World. Here's Buckets. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Buckets got 7 points here in this quarter. Now Livingston. He's got 8. Here's Wagner. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 6 assists in the game. So it's USA now. Here's Buckets. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Now, here's Wagner, covered by Barnes. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Here's Buckets. Off target from three-point range. On offense, here's Team World. Here's Giddey. Here's Watford, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air. Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
And Zoelis will bring it up for USA. Buckets hands it from downtown.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
The pass to Wagner. It's hauled in by USA.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Buckets. That one doesn't drop. And Team World will come the other way. Down low. Wagner kicks to Livingston. No good on the triple.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
No good from Buckets. Now, here's Wagner. Not a lot of room. Here's Giddey. It's deflected. Here's Buckets. Drills the three-pointer. Buckets got 13 points here in the second half alone. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for USA.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition. Wow. What can you say?
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Livingston. Softly drops in the floater. Livingston's got 10 points in the game.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Buckets. He's covered by Livingston. Takes the three. And again, the triple from Buckets.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Pass to Watford. Back to Livingston. And Ellis with the block. Barnes passes to Buckets.
2 minutes.
USA working now with the new shot clock. Mobley kicks to Barnes. Here's Buckets. 6 on the shot clock. From beyond the arc and then some.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
And Team World calls time here. Now the stories here.
Into the lineup for Team
Many
World.
turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
So Team World's 5 right now.
2 minutes.
Here's Buckets. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Passes it to Cunningham. Here's Buckets. Another three for USA.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's Watford. Rebound by Buckets. Buckets got 9 rebounds now tonight. He's feeling it. Rebound by Team World.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice to see.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, he scored over half their points so far. Just an unbelievable effort.
To the middle. Primo with the bucket.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Here's Buckets. Another three for USA.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. Just in a groove now, and that tray has been deadly.
Pass to Giddey. Here's Primo. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Buckets. The three. Doesn't go that time. Here's Giddey. So USA wins it.
What a terrific game. I tell you what, these young players are going to give us years of excitement to come. The future of the NBA is looking very bright with these guys, Kevin.
Terrific young players. It sure is. You're right, Greg. And this really was a fun contest to watch, as it always is. We hope you've all enjoyed it as much as we have. Thanks so much for joining us. For Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.
Stand beside you. There's a light, let it in. Just what it is what it was. Just what it was.
Thanks. Well, I'm sad I couldn't be there physically because I love Summer League. We get to see our first glimpse at the future of the NBA, and for those players, it's their first opportunity to get scanned into the game.
Yeah, we were there with them as they were getting scanned. Definitely a huge milestone, but it is hot in here, so let's take a look at the footage.
Nothing like it, folks. The All-Star festivities in the air. Kevin Harlan here with partners Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Tonight, the exciting three-point contest. And here we go with buckets.
You know, some people probably like being first, maybe less pressure in a way with no scores put up to contend with.
And I think it's to the player's advantage. I mean, you really think psychologically it's just an easier place to be.
3 down.
Well, he handled that rack well.
Seven points. He's got 9. He's got 10. And that's his 4th straight. 12 for him. Not just 13.
And now he's getting it going.
That's 16. Hang on tight. That's 9 in a row. 11 straight. He's raining them down. Now 20 points. That makes 21. 22 points now, and that's his 4th straight. Couldn't finish it off, but still put up an impressive number. And he posts a total of 25 for the round. Wow, that was something else, guys. We don't see too many performances like that.
Yeah, he had a good time out there. He hit a few in a row, and then he was off it.
Let's go.
And so here's Curry now.
And if you look at the numbers through the first part of his career, there is no doubt in my mind Steph Curry.
He's able to total 27 points. Wow, how about that performance, guys? Man, he just worked.
Yeah, you just needed to get warmed up a little bit in that round, and he got his misses out of the way early and then caught fire.
So it'll be Trae Young. And here we go with Jason Tatum. And to stay in the mix, it looks like he'll make 22 points will be his total for the round. He can't be upset with himself. That score is usually good enough, but it was a terrific, I mean a terrific round for just about everybody else. So here's Durant now.
And a lot of...
Young's got the best score in the qualifying round, guys. I'll bet he's excited for the finals.
And just amazing scores up to this point. I mean, he's got...
And here we go with buckets. He squeaked into this round with the lowest qualifying score so far. He's the first one to go in this one.
And one thing about the three-point contest is you can really see how the pressure builds as it goes along. In the first 20 years of this event, only 5 winners topped the 20-point mark in the final round.
Yeah, but I think as the three-point shot has evolved, we're seeing more and more guys shoot it with consistency. So you want to get into a good rhythm here to start.
Now 3 points. Now with 4. Can't get the money ball. Now with 6. Now 8 points. He racks down, 2 to go.
Starting to get a rhythm.
Yeah.
And he buries his 5th in a row.
And he's in a good rhythm right now.
1 rack left.
Sure. He's really finishing strong.
Makes it to 19. 11 straight. He's raining them down. He collects 22 points. Now that's how you do it. Outstanding focus throughout the round.
A dozen in a row. I mean, like he made in that round is not easy, guys. Trust me, that was sensational.
So it'll be Trae Young here. He had the highest score in the last round. Let's see if he can do it again here in the finals.
And just the
he collects 22 points.
Let's go.
And that wraps up this year's thrilling three-point contest. It was an absolute clinic.